what's up? Happy Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, happy Passover. Passover started like yesterday. And I am wearing a really dark purple under this and high-rise jeans from Justice. I mean, I still fit into Justice clothes, but I'm more like into adult things now. But Justice went out of business like a few years ago, but you can still get their stuff online. And this purple shirt is from Old Navy. I don't think they still have it in the store. You might have to order it. And it's short sleeves. This is my 50-cent jacket from Old Navy, which I don't even want to tell you the story because it's just so embarrassing of how my mother got it on there. And yeah, so right now we are driving in a little bit of rain to go to my grandparents' house for Easter dinner. And Easter morning started out okay, but the afternoon is even better. Annika, I'm sorry to tell you, these peeps are going to my grandmother because I cannot eat them because I'm getting my braces on Tuesday. And I'll do a video after I get my braces on, but yeah, my mouth is probably going to be in a lot of pain, and yeah, I have to go to the orthodontist, be at the orthodontist by 9:50 on Tuesday, so I'm not really looking forward to it, but it is what it is. But just imagine how much better I'll feel when I get them off. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So my mother got something really cool but weird. If you guys like Starbucks, it's an international chain, but it's like big in the U.S. where I live, the home country where I live. So there's lots of Massachusetts and Starbucks in Massachusetts, right? I almost said Massachusetts and Starbucks. There are lots of Starbucks in Massachusetts where I live. So we got my grandmother this card, and you can grow it. After you use it, you can grow it, and it'll turn into a flower or something. That is so weird, but it's interesting. I was just telling my mother, I have to tell my horticulture teacher Gail about that because she'll be like so impressed. Who would have ever thought you can plant a gift card and it'll grow into a flower? I thought it would grow into a vegetable or something, but no, she says it'll grow into a flower. Do you know a cauliflower? Oh. Yeah. My mother's shy on camera. She's camera shy. I like to vlog, so. But yeah. So I just feel weird giving my grandmother a card that you can plant. Like, what? That just sounds so wrong and weird, but cool at the same time. I mean, my mother has awesome gift ideas, but at the same time, they're sometimes creepy. Like this one. No offense, I mean, this growing a card in the ground, I don't know how well that will work out, but we'll see. Maybe Grandma will FaceTime when it starts working. I don't know. But yeah, they just came up a couple weeks ago last week on a Tuesday from South Carolina, because they have, I don't really talk about my grandparents much in my vlogs, but they do live down in the Carolinas. They have a condo in the Carolinas, and they have a house up here, but it's considered a condo. So yeah, so they have two places to live. And yeah, but fun fact, when my mother got our condo almost 3 years, it'll be 3 years on August 10th that we've been living there in the same town. My grandmother thought it would be a good idea to move into a condo because my mother couldn't keep up with all the housework. So my grandmother looked into it for us, and then my mother bought the condo, and we're in the condo. So yeah, but I mean, like, there's just so many. The thing about I want to get on this vlog, the thing I want to say is life is so fragile. It's full of beautiful and non-beautiful moments all at the same time. But if you really think at it, life is just a lesson of like how to live, like what to do and what not to do, and like there are choices you can make, and if you don't make the right choices, then you know, you end up in jail, or you end up in trouble, or you end up with your phone taken away, or depending on how old you are. But life is full of so many choices. You just have to learn how to make the right decisions. But that's my lecture on life. Not going to give any more life lectures. You guys can do what you want. Not controlling your life. I'm just saying, don't do things just because you see your friends or other family members doing something that you know is wrong doesn't mean it's right. Like,
in
just
1.5 miles, take exit 12B on the right to go on to I-495 North.
Sorry, that's just my mother's GPS. But just don't make other life decisions on based on what your friends or family members are doing. I mean, it's okay if you want to go out to dinner with your friends. That's fine. But I'm just saying, if your friends decide to smoke or vape, that doesn't mean you have to, because it's bad for your lungs. And my dad used to think that vaping was healthy for you, and I kept telling him no, it's not, because it has chemicals, and it gets nickel and chromium and lead that can damage your lungs. That's why it's not healthy for
Take
you to be
exit
vaping.
12B on the right to go on to I-495 North.
And smoking, on the other hand, you breathe in firsthand smoke, and your lungs turn black if you like smoke. But it's firsthand smoke for the people who are smoking. But for me, because I'm not going to choose to smoke or vape, it's going to be secondhand smoke, because I'm not the one consuming it. I'm the one breathing it in.
Continue on I-495 North for 21 miles. Then take exit 54A on the right for West Main Street.
Sorry, that's my mother's GPS built into her Buick app, because she has a Buick Envision, a 2019 Buick Envision, all-wheel drive. It has leather interior. It's really nice. And here's a glimpse of the back. But yeah, it's silver on the outside. One time I got to show y'all on one of my upcoming vlogs, or another vlog, the outside of my mother's car, because you've only seen the inside. But yeah, so and smoking and vaping are just basically life science. Like you get black lungs from both. But back to vaping or smoking or whatever I was talking about, both of them, I guess. Yeah, so those can really damage your lungs, and you can die from it. And the reason why your lungs turn black when you smoke and vape is because of the chemicals. Well, it's mainly the chemicals in like a vape or a cigarette, but there are plenty of people out there that think vaping cannot cause lung cancer. That's false. It can. You can become addicted to vaping. Like, there are people who cry and have a panic attack, like, not like who have anxiety when their vape is dead. It's like, seriously, it's like think of it as like you're a dead cell phone. There's a charger right there, just charge it. I'm talking about cell phones, but compared to vape, cell phones are better than vapes, because cell phones have you can get social media, you can do anything on them. But like, why would you want to damage your perfectly healthy lungs with nicotine, chromium, lead? That's all poison. That's poison put in your body. So my main point of this is, don't do anything like that, because my last thing I would want for you is for one of my subscribers to die because they're doing one of that. I mean, you can make your own life decisions. I can't convince you not to smoke or vape, but I'm just saying that's why I'm not going to do it, ever choose to do it, because I'm scared of putting my life in danger. And especially, think of, like, if you're my age, like 15, you've got a long life ahead of you. What do you want to do with your life? Not smoke or vape. I want to have a long and beautiful life ahead of me. That's what all my friends and all my family members have told me. Liz, you've got a long life ahead of you. Why waste it with smoking or vaping? And you know, it's just, life sometimes can also be a science experiment, but, you know, it's just, it depends on everybody's point of view. But what I want to do with my, comment down below if you're my age or if you're a little younger than me, a few years younger than me. Comment down below what you want to do with your life. I know what I want to do with my life. After I graduate high school, I have 3 more years left to high school, and after I graduate high school, I want to go to college, go to grad school, go to nursing school, and become a pediatric emergency room nurse, maybe move out to Los Angeles sometime. I've never been to California, and I've always wanted to go, so maybe living in California would be something I'd like to do in my future. I want to live like in the Beverly Hills or Calabasas area, like get married, have kids, have a nice family. That's what I want to do with my life. Travel to other countries, you know. I want to like do stuff that'll make my life a long and healthy life. I mean, I don't want to be a little morbid here, but we're all gonna die eventually, so why not do something to have a good life? And I will see you the next stop after Starbucks.